How's it going, guys? Brand214 here with the Planetary Gamers, and today we're going to be playing some more Terroir. A quick note before we get started though, if you liked the episode, definitely feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. It definitely helps us know what you would like to see, as well as helps the channel grow. Now with any further ado, let's get started. So we're going to need to go ahead and clip up these vines here just a little bit. Looks like they're about ripe. We're about $1 grand in the hole again, because I think that we finished selling everything that we had, but the good news is as soon as these are ready to harvest, we can go ahead and put them into bottles, or excuse me, we can go ahead and put them into barrels and get them fermenting, and we should already have a batch fermented for the future, so that's really great news also. So we'll go ahead and get these going as quickly as we can by crushing them, and we're also going to need to juice them after this as well. Let's go ahead and ferment them for 2 months. And while we wait for that, now we should be growing another batch starting in February. And we should also have this one in here that's been fermenting this whole time. So let's go ahead and bottle those. And yeah, it's going to be rather expensive, but we'll go ahead and bottle it. Alright. And we'll organize our tasting. So fingers crossed that the tasting comes back positive. Ugh, it did not. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to get these reviews up. Maybe we are leaving the fermentation too long. And it should only be like a week or two, but I'm not too sure. But we did get a decent price for $16.50 a bottle, and we got 360 bottles, so let's go ahead and set that up. Let's go with 100 each at each store, and we'll get the 60 down here for the 248 because we don't want to sell a lot of our wine for any less than we have to. In fact, we actually could probably go ahead and go 30 here just for some quick cash, and then do it like this. There we go. Oops. There we go. And sell it. And of course the 248 sold right away. That was some quick money, which didn't really yield much for us. And then these other 3 will sell over time. But the good news is that we have more wine in barrels ready to go. I think. Or we maybe have it to wait until after those finish fermenting. Yes, that's right. So we got the fermentation process for 2 months. Next time, on the next round of grapes that we get from over here on the right, we'll go ahead and have them ferment for only about maybe 2 weeks. So that should help us out a lot. Yeah, we'll begin pressing. Okay, and now we've got them into the barrels. I don't think keeping them in the barrels for very long helps with the process. I think it's the other process that I'm thinking of that needs to take place, the fermentation process. That's what we need to minimize. So we'll go ahead and bottle this up. Let's go with a cork bottle. I know it might be a little more expensive, but it looks like, yeah, everything about those bottles is more expensive, so maybe they'll take to it better if it's in a cork. So let's go ahead and bottle it. And we've got 720 bottles this time. That's impressive. And we'll organize our tasting. Again, maybe if it's in a cork bottle, they'll like it better. Oh, they did not. Oh, they said it was terrible. Oh boy. Yeah, so we'll definitely lower the ferment process from here on out. Yeah, that's the cheapest wine that we've ever made. Oof. Alright. And we're still selling the other 92 bottles. And we can sell some cheap stuff here if we want to. I don't know. I mean, for $2, that's not even really worth it since we're about $5 grand in the hole. So let's go ahead and wait for the other bottles to sell, and then once they're done selling, we'll sell these. And we'll wait for the rest of the grapes to grow. So we'll go ahead and fast forward time here just a little bit since it's only December. And maybe that'll give that wine there some time to sit too. Not 100% sure, but again, we're learning the winemaking, the finesse that it takes to make wine. We're learning all the skills. So Alright, looks like we got some more grapes growing here on the vines. That's great news. Right now it's March. Oh, we're definitely going to need to trim these back just a little bit. But we do want to let some leaves on there, so that way they don't say that the grapes get scorched. So maybe that'll help with our rating on the wine. So then keep trimming that back every time it does that. But again, leaving, not trimming it all the time, just leaving it with some greenery on there, so that way, what does it say? Vine is suffering from fungal rot and its yield is decreased by 30% every month. Oh no. That's not good. Should I trim it back one more time? I don't know. Oh man. It's tricky. Let's trim it back one more time, but not too much. Just leave some greenery on there to help us out. So, looks like we're still getting the green popping up there. Oh, hey, the harvest, sweet. Okay, so we got 5 acidity that time. The sweetness is down. Looks like everything else is down. We didn't yield that much, but maybe this batch will get a much higher rating. So let's see. Let's do 2 weeks. That's all we're doing for the fermentation process. So we'll just do 2 weeks of fermenting and see if that helps us any in the taste test. Okay, looks like we're going into the juicing process now. All done. And we will set it up in barrels. Now we should have, yes, these bottles that are ready to sell that were unfortunately overexposed to sunlight. And yes, it looks like they're ready to go. So let's go ahead and sell 200 here, 200 here, 200 here, and we'll go $1.20 here. So we can get some of that quick cash. There we go. And we'll wait for these other 200 to sell. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and bottle up these, and this time we'll use a cork again. I know it's a little more expensive, but I think that that'll help us out in our taste test. I'm not sure. So we'll go ahead and organize our tasting with our trusty tasters. And what do you know? Hey, we got 4 stars across the board, $17.64 a bottle. They said the tannins were too low, but other than that, they said that it was pretty great. So that's awesome. I'm really excited for that. So we got 240. We are not selling it for cheap, so we will wait and hold on to those bottles until these other ones sell. And we should be looking pretty good as far as money coming in goes. So we'll go ahead and fast forward here again, so we can start working on the next batch of grapes. Okay. Making a little bit of money here. You can see the money fluctuates, back and forth. It's kind of bills come out, but income comes in. And it looks like it's pretty much staying about the same. I wonder if there's any way for us to check on that kind of stuff. Oh, here's a wine log. Okay. Oh, I got a ribbon. What's this say? Chivo. The Chivo Wine Awards 2023 call for entries. The coveted Chivo medals are once again up for grabs. Submit your wines for consideration. A mandatory 20 bottles of the wine you want to submit will be deducted from your cellar, so please make sure you have at least that much available. Submission fee per entry is $1,000. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and pick one of ours. It's going to cost us some money, but hey, that's what we got. That's what we got. Thank you for submitting your entries. You may submit more entries until the end of April. Good luck. Okay, cool. So we'll get back to this. Hopefully get some grapes running here. And let's also go in and see in the cellar what we can sell. Okay, it looks like we're selling a few bottles here and there, but not too much. Go ahead and close out of here. fast forward time. Alright, looks like we got our first little sproutlings here. That looks good. Snip these back. There we go. We got a little bit of purple on there, a little bit of grapes starting up. That's good news. Oh, gotta trim that back. Okay, and fingers crossed we don't get any rot this time, because that hurt our supply by about 30% last time. So, still not looking good for money. We got about 6,000 in the hole. But we should start seeing that go down as soon as we, or I should say go up as soon as we get that other batch on the market, because I think that'll really help us. Right now we have a bad batch on the market, but after this we should have a good one coming through, so that'll be awesome. Chivo, presenting the Chivo Awards. Best Cabernet goes to us. Hey, nice. All right. Wow. Or I thought it went to us. Maybe I was wrong. Thank all participants for taking part in the industry's premier wine event. I guess maybe we didn't get it. Oh, that was another vineyard that got it. And again, ours have fungal rot. Oh, gosh, winemaking is so hard. This plane, he just loves to fly by every day. Alright, well, let's see. Check on this. Ah! Time to harvest! Oof. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's go ahead and crush these grapes. Okay, let's do less than 2 weeks this time. We'll do a really short ferment. And begin the pressing process. And use the common French oak barrels. And it looks like our last thing to do is going to be bottling it and setting it up for the taste test. So let's go ahead and organize a tasting for this new one. Fingers crossed it's good. Hey, alright, very nice. We got 4 stars again. Very, very cool. So now we got 2 sets of bottles in here that we can sell, and that's great news. Because we're still waiting to sell the bad wine. I kind of wish I had just sold it cheap and got it out of there, because it's taken a while to sell. But, yeah, I think we'll definitely be selling these next 2 rounds of bottles, each 4 stars, so they should sell relatively quickly on the market, and that'll get us back out of the hole. So, until next time, guys, we'll see you later.